ओम सदाशिवसमारंभां शंकराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। भज गोविंदं गोविंदं भज मूढमते। संप्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि रक्ष्यति डुङ्कृञ्चकरणे। यावत् वित्तोपार्जनसक्तः तावन्निजपरिवारो रक्तः। पश्चाज्जीवति जर्जरदेहे वार्तां कोऽपि न पृच्छति गेहे। भज गोविंदं गोविंदं भज मूढमते। गोविंदं भज मूढमते। So as we were discussing this point, so as long as you are the resourceful person, or you can say as long as you are able to take care of others' fancies, or you can say need, that long you have some value in that person's life. The moment you fail to fulfill, to address the need or fancy of that person, or that person grows out of it, does not need anything from you, both way, you become nobody in that person's life. So in short, this world is a completely transactional world. If you observe, especially you keep let us say two types of liquid in two container, and both the liquids can be different with reference to density, or with reference to color, or with reference to something or other. And if you keep both of them together, and of course there is a passage, there is a connecting pipe, you will discover that long there will be some transaction. As long as there is some difference, the moment both becomes same, there will be no transaction. At least this example is a healthy example, you understand? Whereas in human transaction is worse. As long as you are able to give, that long you are the best. The moment you cannot give, or even if you want to give, but the fellow does not want, then what happens? Complete transaction stops. So most of the time our transaction is one-way transaction. I will give you a beautiful example with reference to mother and child. There is a beautiful example. For example, The mother is crazy to feed the child. Now, when the child comes, wants to make food, whatever gives, and of course the child loves. So the mother feels good and also child feels good. Now same child has grown up. Now has developed different taste. Now when comes back, mother wants to feed, but the child doesn't want. Now what will happen? I hope you can understand the situation. Means whether you have prepared food or not, it makes no difference to the child. In fact, if you say, look, today I could not make it, the child will be very happy. Will say, yes, mama, you have done a great job. Don't worry, we will order for you separately, for me separately. So how this transaction happens? One has to be very clear and careful with reference to this in life. Here it is highlighted with reference to Vittam, the security. That was the verse. So as long as this is the problem with you, you think that you can control others by giving them wealth, or you like them or others to be dependent on you some way or other, and here especially financially, because somehow or other you want to make, it's a very dangerous thing to happen, that you want to make others to depend upon you. Without you, their life should be zero. Father does generally, okay? Father does called emotional atyachar. We call atyachar, okay? So emotional atyachar means, do you want, atyachar is a very bad word, but I am using very carefully, okay? So atyachar means all sort of manipulation, destruction and whatnot, okay? So the father does, let us say, financial atyachar, mother does emotional atyachar. You understand? So generally, okay, the father wants to control child financially because of being patriarch, most of the cases. Now slowly things are changing. And mother somehow wants to control emotionally. And if a mother cannot control emotionally, at least through the food, you understand? Food is directly connected to the emotion. So in short, you feel that you are wanted, you are somebody, as long as somebody depends upon you. So that's why what you do, even if it is painful for you, you create certain dependence, thinking that others are depending on you, but in reality, you are depending upon them. That is what is being highlighted very carefully. Yavad vito parjal sakta, as long as you are capable of earning money, as long as you are a resourceful person, as long as you have got capability of sharing, that long what happens? All the people become part of your life. In fact, you have not only family, called extended family, that we have discussed in details. They will be asking you, how are you, what is happening, what is not happening. Oh, mom, you doesn't look good. You understand? Boss, you do not look good, doesn't look good. You need to take care of yourself. Hope you have not taken food. You have not done that, this. All sort of care and concern will come out. But what happens? Moment they discover you are not capable of giving, but he goes one step ahead. When they discover your body goes through geriatric problem, means you become old, you are unwanted, you are good for nothing for them, especially, please understand. Then what happens? Of course, as I told you, both mental geriatric and physical geriatric. Okay, we have discussed these 2 points. Then what happens? Bartham forget about taking care of you, even if they will not inquire. They will not try to find out who are you, what is all about it. I will give you a beautiful life example, which is very heart-touching, which was very heart-touching for me. Now that person is no more. In Indian film industry, once upon a time he was a great hero. In fact, he was a superstar. Towards end his life, like when he was old, he gave one interview, which was very heart-touching. That is what I want to share with you all. So when he was asked, look, once upon a time you were a superhero, superstar, big demand and what not. Now you are old. Sometimes don't you feel that you are lonely? Nobody bothers about you? He said, yes. Let me share, that is what he said on the television show. Very honest that way. He said, once upon a time when I was, let us say, on the top list, and those days phone was not there. Very few people used to have phone. I'm talking about, some 40 years back. Very, very few people. And if when telephone call comes, I will be sitting, but I never pick up. Because I have to maintain my dignity. So assistant has to come and pick up. And sometimes the telephone will keep ringing, but nobody is there. I will not pick up. Because if I pick up, my value will go down. That's why I never pick up telephone. But now time has come. If any telephone rings, I am the first one to go and pick up. And not only I pick up, I told, look, I am so and so. Then the person says it's a wrong number. Then I say, no, you know that film actor, I am that person. Finally that person says, sorry, wrong number. Even though I try to reveal my identity. Because for example, for that hero I will be interested, or my previous generation will be interested. Now present generation youngsters will be interested to talk to that old actor. For them has no value. You understand what I am trying to say? Suppose now present generation will look for present heroes, present heroines. In fact, he said very pathetically, I look for a phone. Even if a missed call comes, I would like to extend that call for some moment. Stating that, who am I? I try to, but even if they know that I am so and so, still they say, no, sorry, wrong number. And they got it. This is a live example of a great person of India. Okay, he was honest, he could express publicly. You must be going through some way or other, but you don't have guts to express. This is the difference. Now he says, if this is the truth, if this is the reality, what I need to do? I need to develop the inner wealth, not external wealth. I must not control. I must not attract. I must not monitor. I must not regulate others with the help of external wealth. Let me develop internal wealth. What are they? Shamadamadi Shatka Sampati. I hope you remember, okay? Don't ask, what are you talking, Swamiji? Are you talking some Greek, Latin or what? Please. Hey, I am not talking Greek, Latin, I am talking Sanskrit, okay? Shamadam Adi, Shatka Sampati. So these are the sixfold inner wealth. So once you start developing this wealth, remember, till you die, people will be associated with you. And whether people are associated or not makes no difference to you also. If they are associated, great. If they are not associated, better. Knowing this reality, spend time. Let us look at the next verse. Yavat pavano nivasati dehe tavat pruchhati kusalam gehe gatavati vayo deha paye bharyam bibhyati tasmin kaye bhaj govindam govindam bhaja mudhamate govindam bhaja mudhamate. Okay, I understand about family, but what about my lover and beloved? After all, in Indian context, I can say, we are married for 7 lives, you understand? Without knowing whether it is first life or last life. This is the tragedy part. So some people hope this is the first life, some people hope this is the last life. Nobody thinks it's in between life. So in the beginning of marriage, wow, this is my first life. Sometimes later on, it must be last life. No more, basta, enough. And a lot of jokes are there. Some life jokes I have. They say are openly. So, however, the point is here, I understand, but we are made for each other. If you don't want to talk Indian way, we are made for each other. So we are soulmates. You want to talk spiritually, okay? We are soulmates. I see. What sort of soul? Yes, a soul, both the soul, S-O-L-E, okay? You understand? The two soul meets each other. So that is called soulmate. So whenever they talk about this soulmate, I always think of, you know what? This is soul of the shoe. How they meet each other while walking time or whatever. So like that, this is called, soulmate. Please, God's sake, don't fool yourself. Don't cheat. If you want to talk in a very rude way, don't cheat yourself. There is a nonsense word called soulmate. Why are you, trying to, pollute your mind and try to convince with your polluted mind? However, here it says beautifully, don't worry. Yes, even if you are a lucky person, towards your geriatric problem, people take care of you, not because of anything, because of prarabdha, to be very honest. Because you don't have maturity. So because of prarabdha, somehow your children and everybody takes care of you, looks at you. Fantastic. But how long? He says, Yavata pavano nivasati dehe. As long as the breathing happens in your body, means as long as you are breathing. Tavata pruchhati kusalam gehe. Once in a while they will come and ask, how are you? Means, are you breathing? Or how long you would want to stay? You understand? It's a different way. It has got different meaning. I have seen in many cases, okay? Papa, are you okay? Means, still, are you alive? Because if you leave this body, at least this room will be free for my child study room, okay? Why are you occupying this room so long? I am not telling you jokes I have gone through. I have seen in houses, when I generally go to different houses, when they ask and find out, I could understand what they mean. This is the truth, this is the reality. That's why the emotional maturity is so important in our life. Or else what will happen? Towards the end, you will keep crying, cursing yourself, and of course sometimes you will curse others. So says beautifully, Yavata pavana nivasati dehe. As long as you are breathing, means as long as the air is keep functioning, keep coming and going in your body, that long people will come and ask, how are you? That means what? Gatavati bayo deha pai. Moment the air goes away, then what happens? Forget about others. He uses this word called bharya. Bharya means the one who takes care, your wife, the one who takes care of you, the one who knows in and out of you. Even if that person gets frightened seeing that body, forget about others, forget about children, forget about relatives, forget about outsiders. The one who knows in and out of your body, the one who has taken care of you all the way, even if that person becomes frightened, gets frightened seeing the same body. This is the truth, this is the reality. So that means you have to be very clear, people are not attracted, people are not connected because of your body. If you think you are able to attract people because of your body, if you think that people are connected to you because of your body, that means you are the most deluded person. You are the most confused person. This is called moham. You think because of your body, everybody is attracted, or you are connected with others' body. This is called soulmate. You understand? The soulmate means concept. Where did it come? You want to get connected with the body, but you would feel uncomfortable. So to justify that, use this word soulmate. And there are organizations, there are people promote this word soulmate. Now it has become very common almost everywhere now. Now new generations also started picking it up, called soulmate. So may you know this very clearly, that people are not attracted towards you because of your body. And if you think because of your body people are getting attracted, that means what? You are in delusion. Remember, they are attracting what? They are looking at your body as object of enjoyment, which already we have discussed in the verse number 2. So that means you are not a person. You are just an object of enjoyment. So do you want to become an object of enjoyment? So that's why you have to be very clear. If really you want to attract people, you need to become matured person. Emotionally you should be matured. The maturity, not the physical appearance. And what is the guarantee of physical appearance? Any time and it may fall down, it may get destroyed. For example, now I am talking to you people. What is the guarantee that I will be alive in the next moment? Because I don't want to give you your example, so I can give my example, okay? It's safer. Because if I give your example directly, then you will say, Swamiji, sorry, tomorrow I will not come to the class. Because why to listen to all these things? So let me put me as example, so safer, okay? So what is the guarantee? But if I am proud of my get-up, this is what people are proud of their get-up. Especially ladies, I am sorry. Nowadays men also are equally crazy. Before coming out ladies, they need thick painting. You understand painting I call makeup, okay? That I call as thick painting. Without painting, they cannot come out. I'm sorry to use this strong word, so that when you do painting, please at least don't remember me, okay? So that's why I'm trying to say this thing. Means you are so insecure about your body, your appearance, you must do a thick painting. And because of thick painting, this poor, chicks and whatnot, all these things become, holes everywhere. If you take a lens and see, there will be holes. Then what happened? You have to do layers after layers, okay? Base, foundation and whatnot, you understand? And huge industry depends upon that. Because why I am trying to share all these things, because I am acquainted all these things, because especially when I go to the television shows, and that too for long hours, I have to be inside in front of the camera and light for 4, 5, 6 hours. That too continuously. Whether I like it or not, I have to go through some painting to protect the skin. Because if you do not do, two reasons happens because of light, and second thing also, the oil patch comes if there is no makeup because of the heavy lights. So indoor they will not allow it. Outdoor is okay, indoor they will not allow. This is the rule. Sometimes I try my best to push, okay, please put some powder, I can manage it. But later on they will say, Swamiji, today you can manage it, but tomorrow you cannot, impossible. Because your face will look pale. That's another issue altogether. That's why I know all this, foundation, this, that, lot of issues. In fact, I personally am sharing with you again. When I do some 4 or 5 days, after that I take a break purposefully. After 5 days, when I touch my skin, it becomes rough. This is the truth, this is the reality. That's why I'm trying to share with you all. And you guys, you people are so crazy every day. How do you do that? Only God knows. Well, some screws are loose, you understand? And without painting, you cannot come out. Somebody told very nicely, because one case, sorry, I cannot come out. Why I cannot come out? Because I have not painted myself. But every time, yes, not only I have not painted myself, I have not painted my hair also. You understand? So everything has to be painted. Hey, God said, first take care of yourself. Only problem is those who do not know how to take care of themselves. They waste their time in painting themselves. This is the point I want to communicate, nothing else. Okay, whatever I spoke, just to build up, to communicate this point. You waste all your time to paint yourself because you do not know how to take care of yourself, how to present yourself. In fact, you don't have confidence in yourself. And those who do not have confidence in themselves, they only do all sort of painting and makeups. And he says beautifully that don't worry. The life is beautiful not because of anything, because you are breathing. This is the truth. Life is beautiful not because of anything. Or if I want to make it personalized, you are beautiful not because of anything, but because you are breathing. And as long as you are breathing, that long you are beautiful. Not because of a beautiful body, beautiful mind, beautiful house, beautiful power, stronger power, position, blah, blah, blah. Please understand. Try to understand and assimilate this much. I am beautiful, not because of anything, but because I am breathing, or I am able to breathe. And as long as I am breathing, that long I am beautiful. So that's why what I should do. This is the first point to take home. While breathing, let me breathe beautifully. How to breathe beautifully? Let me share a beautiful story. With this we'll stop it. The story was related to Lord Shiva and Parvati discussion that Parvati said, look, you say that by taking a dip in the Ganges, the person becomes free from all papas, omissions and commissions. But how come again papis are continuing? How is it possible? Don't you think that it is a contradicting statement? Lord Shiva said, no, it's not like that. Don't worry. I'll show you a practical, because sometimes ladies look for practical things, okay? This theory doesn't understand and doesn't get into their system. We want something practical, okay? Fantastic. Lord Shiva brought him down, her down, both of them came down. So while coming down, they decided, look, we have to go in a different way, not Lord Shiva and Parvati. Then if we go as Lord Shiva and Parvati, they will think that you have come from some theatre opera group. So putting some dress and you have come. Then people start throwing the stones at us. So let us not make this mistake. So this situation happened. Parvati became very one young woman, and Shiva became very old man. A very dilapidated condition, and of course some disease, whatnot. So they arrived in Kashi with this condition near the bank of Ganges. Now this old woman is crying, holding this old body. Let's look. This old man who is my husband, this woman says, he is being cursed, and one of the Swami said that if somebody can give some water from the Ganga, and who thinks that he is pure, if that person gives a drop of water in his mouth, he will be free from all disease. This young woman, Mr. Parvati, is crying like anything. And all these people are looking at, hey, look, such a young, such a beautiful woman with old husband. What is this? Each one had their own agenda, talking this way, that way. Now some of them are very nice. Then they try to go and get some water. When they were trying to put it, then this Parvati will ask, are you sure that you are pure? You don't have any sin? You don't have any sin here. Exactly, I can use the word. You don't have any papa? Then the person will be hesitant. Go back. It continued. And of course, finally, one young boy came and of course tried to pour. That time also this mother Parvati asked, are you sure that you have not done any papam? You are not a papi? Young boy said, yes, of course I had done papam. Then how can you do that? Because I took the bath in the Ganges. Once I have taken the bath in the Ganges, I don't think everything is gone. So why should I bother? Now I am completely pure. That's why I am pouring it. And of course the story goes, Lord Shiva appeared. That time, Lord Shiva tried to explain, look, the problem is people take bath. All the papas goes away. But the moment they come out, they breathe. Through the breathing, again papas gets in. Means through the thought and thinking process, impurities gets in. Can you see? It is not, papam is nothing standing outside. Papas are your thinking process. Can you see this point? The way you think, that way you incur papam and punyam. And thinking is completely connected to your breathing. So if you want to make your life beautiful, in each breathing, make your thinking beautiful. That's why learn to synchronize your thinking with breathing. And how and when it can happen? When you understand any moment your breathing may stop. The moment you understand that any moment your breathing may stop, that means you don't have any other choice other than making your thinking beautiful. That's why, may my thinking be beautiful should be my prayer. That's why it's called Tanme Mana Shiva Sankalpamastu. Shiva Sankalpa Stotram, which we have seen, the book is called Know Your Mind. Tanme Manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu. More of it we'll see tomorrow. Please close your eyes. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।